welcome to my channel. So I'm gonna show you guys all the books that I read so far this year. I'm also gonna insert a clip of my bookshelf so you guys can see all the books that I do have, and I might do a like Kindle sticker update or decoration. I'm not sure yet, but just keep on watching. Not in any specific order. So the first one that I have right here is Silver Elite. In my last video I did let you guys know that I really did like this. I'm not really good with ratings unless I love the book. I'll give it a 5-star. I did really like this, but now I kind of forgot about it, so I don't want to rate it. I think I only rate 5 stars to the books that I'm like obsessed with, that I still think about after I read. And I pretty much, like, I liked it, I remember it, but I also don't remember it. Like, I'm not thinking about the characters. I just finished Mile High last month, I believe. This was really good. The second one I also just finished like a couple days ago. I can definitely see them getting better. I still really like both of these because they're closer because of the siblings and the friends, the friend group. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what these are about, but this is a sports romance. This one's hockey, this one's basketball. I'm reading the third one now, and that one is baseball. So the main characters, like the male main characters, are in the sports department. But yeah, they're really good. I can relate to both of these girls, so I really like them. Really sweet. The guys, you know, all about the girl. Don't play about the girl. Love that. Love me that type of romance. I read Bride. I wanted to read more of Ali Hazelwood, but I didn't really start. So I did read this one first. This was my first, technically my second one. I read her novella, but this was my first actual like regular book that I read by her. I really liked this. I was kind of in a reading slump, so it kind of made me feel like myself again when I read this, because I binged it, and I love that feeling when you binge a book because it's good. Kind of forgot about it again, but I still enjoyed it when I read it, and I tabbed it too a little bit, so that was fun. I finished this big boy. It took me years. So you can see my ACOTAR right there. I read them, obsessed with them. Finished the first 2 right away. The third one took me a minute. Then I just didn't want to read them. I read everything else in the world but that. Then I finally read the small little novella right there, the blue one. It was okay. I kind of forced myself to read it. I really didn't want to read it. But then I was like halfway done with this one, and I finally decided to finish it. But I did do physical and audio to get through it because look how big this is. But it was good. I'm excited for the next ones coming out, so yeah. And then I did read Diary Bound, which I really liked. A lot of people compare it to Fourth Wing, just with wolves. I can see why they say that, but I didn't really think about that. It was different, even though I get it, you know, the dragons have a person, and then the wolves have to connect to a person. You know, humans have to connect to the animal or creature. That part was similar, but you know, the storyline is not the same. So I did like this. It was good. I did a reread of Twisted Games. This is my favorite book in the series, so I reread it. I listened to it. It was good. I think I listened to it for a day. I was sick and I still listened to it, and it was really good. I wondered if I would think it was still good, and I enjoyed it. I love the romance. This is one of those books that I couldn't stop thinking about when I read it a few years back. Obsessed, like, with the characters, with the love story. I just could not stop thinking about them, and still to this day, like, I'll listen to certain songs and I'll think about this book. This one, I read this one. It was good. I got the second one because I really wanted to continue the series, but I never got to the second one. It was interesting. I liked it. I actually can't remember what happened. Like, if I think about it, I can remember, but I know they did like competitions and they met up, and then it was like a romance, a dark romance. But while I read it, it was good. Alright, and I did start Throne of Glass. It took me a long time. I've had this book for a while. So I just got the second one. I'm on the second one, or people say to read that one first and then this one, but I did start with this one. I'm reading Assassin's Blade, but it was really good. I liked it. I'm interested to see what happens next. A lot of people say that from Sarah J. Maas books that these are their favorites, this series. So I'm interested to see why. But I know there's a couple books, so I have a long way to go. But it was good. I enjoyed this. And then I read Say You Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. It was good. I enjoy all of Abby Jimenez books. I don't think there's any book that I haven't liked by her. I haven't read all of them, but I do enjoy the ones that I have read by her. I like them. They're cute romances. And I think that for a while when I started, I was all about like spice. I wanted a lot of spice in my books, or like a lot of interaction with for the romance part. But even though she does do the romance, it's real life situations that you can relate to, and you kind of relate to the characters in some type of way. I feel like in all of the stories she does, she knows how to create like real life but in a funny way, and you know, also the romance part is there. It's not really spicy. Like, they have some spice, but they're not crazy on spice, but it's very sweet, so I enjoy that. And then I read The Great Undoing by I was gonna say Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. This is the second to last in the series that I still have to finish. I want to say it was good, but it's weird for me to say that it was good because they're so toxic. So it's like, I love this series. I'm obsessed with this series, but in a different way, not in like a ACOTAR way or like Fourth Ring way. It's more of like Gossip Girl, and like you want to know what happens next, and like you're rooting for them, but then you also hate them at the same time because why are you like this? But you just can't get enough of them. That's how I feel about that. And then I read 3 other books. I listened to 3 other books that I don't have. Let me see. I listened to The Widow's Husband's Secrets Lie by Freida McFadden. It was really short. It was a short little audio. I didn't like it. It was dumb. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't like thriller, but I do like thriller because I like watching thriller. I like Verity by Colleen Hoover. I read another thriller, I didn't like it. So I just haven't had luck with thrillers, but I like watching them. So I don't know, maybe that was just a bad one. I also listened to Mexican Gothic. I want to say it was good, but at the time that I was listening to it, I wasn't really reading much, so I kind of forced myself to listen to it. It actually grossed me out. Like, I never really got grossed out by a book. Like, it wasn't scary, it just grossed me out a little bit, but I'm glad I read it. And then I also read The Lying Women of Tehran. And I said previously I did like this book. It was different from what I usually read. It was for a book club that I'm in, but I really did like it. I felt for the characters. I wanted to know what was gonna happen next. It wasn't like a romance, exciting or anything. It was just women, real life, a different culture, which I could relate to. So it was nice. So in total, I read 14 books. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so in total I've done 14 books. To be honest, I feel like I've read more, but it's because I keep starting books and not finishing them. Like, for example, I started this, right? Because, hello, beautiful. Gorgeous. Look at this. I started halfway through the book. Completely stopped because I'm not into it right now. I'm like the true definition of a mood reader. If I don't feel like reading it, I won't read it. And I've also I've read books that I was like 60% in, stop reading. You could say like DNF them, but I was forcing myself, and I told myself this year that I wasn't gonna try to hit a goal on how many books I read in the year. I was gonna really try to enjoy reading, because that's the point. I want to enjoy what I'm reading. I want to have fun. It's a cool hobby that I found for myself, and I don't want to force myself just to say, oh, I read 50 books, I read 100 books in this year. Like, I just want to enjoy the stories, enjoy the books, get obsessed with characters. It's just fun, so I don't want to force it. And I think I'm gonna wait for this maybe in the fall or whenever I feel like it. I keep going back and forth. I love fantasy, but because it's summer, it's hot outside, I'm more into like my small town romances, and that's what I really like. So I'm just gonna keep reading the Windy Cities series. I did order the off-campus books because of the show. It was so good. I binge watched it in one day, so I got those. I gotta wait for those to come in. So I am finishing up the Windy City series. I'm on the 3rd book, but once those get here, I'm gonna read them. This whole shelf right here is my TBR, and I have a couple scattered that I still need to read. But I keep buying books because I'm obsessed with buying books, and I keep changing my mind on like what I want to read. I would like to do some type of challenge where I read books before I buy the next one, and I keep telling myself I'm gonna do that, but then I see a book that I like and I just want it, and I'm just like, why not? Who cares? Like, just buy it. Whenever you feel like reading it, you're reading. But then I have books on my bottom shelf that I have had for like 4 years, and I'm like, okay, you need to try to read them this year, and if you don't read them, either give them away or do something, because I'm just buying books that I actually like, and then I don't have space, because this is pretty much all the space I have right now. I would love a room full of books, but right now this is what I'm working with. So I keep buying books, and they're just going to be stacked up there by the end, because I can't figure out where to put them because I have all these books that I haven't read. So maybe I'll do a video about that, like trying to read my TBR so I can have space to buy more books or something. I don't know, but it's just so accessible to just buy books. So I'm like, okay, who cares? And then now they're like at Marshall's, Target, well, not Target, they've been at Target, but you know, they're like Marshall, some Ross I think has them, TJ Maxx. They have books for cheap, so now it's like even more. And you know, I have Kindle, but like it's so different. Like, reading on Kindle is nice when you want to lay down and you want the lights off, but I love a book. Like, I love the feeling of having a book and opening a book, and I just love bookmarks. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what I've read so far this year. I can't even tell you my favorite book. I don't think I have one, because I think at the time I enjoyed them, I liked them, but I'm not obsessed. Like, yeah, I don't think I'm obsessed with any book right now. So I don't know if that means they're not none of them are 5 stars, because I thought some of them would be 5 stars because I liked them, I enjoyed reading them, it was fun. But I don't have a feeling, and I feel like 5 stars is a feeling. I don't have that feeling. Like, I had that feeling with the second book in Akatar. I had that feeling with Fourth Wing. What else? I did have that feeling with Powerless, the first book. But I don't know. I don't have that feeling of like obsessed and in love. Like, they were good, and now I just to the next book. But yeah, that's what I read so far. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All Alright, so this is what it looks like when you first walk in. I've changed it a couple times, but this is what I have right now. I used to have my fourth wing up here, but I just switched it out and put them in there. I have the Summer I Turned Pretty. I watched the show, but I didn't read the books yet. I have these flowers that I got gifted a few years back for my graduation, and they're still looking really nice. Always try to have a candle. I had this cute little thing right here, but the top of it broke, and it had the little match thing where you could turn it on. So I just kept those. I just got into these little candlesticks, but I still haven't done what I actually want to do with them, but they're just there. I've used a picture frame, and I just had those pictures, so I put that there. One of my bookmarks from Barnes and Nobles that I thought was cute. My mother-in-law gave me that little bunny for Easter, so I've left it there. And all right, let's start over here. So I have, you know, ACOTAR, finished those. And then right here I have this candle I bought. It's already done, but I got this from Barnes and Nobles. I thought it was really cute. It smells like heated fights and steamy nights. Cute. So I have Powerless here. I'm just gonna go over the books that I have, and then if I read them or not. I'm not gonna go over if I like them or not. So I have Powerless. I read all of these. I have Throne of Glass. I read that. Finished all of Fourth Wing, of course. Love them. Down here you have all these books. I have not read none of these. This one I've started, but you see my bookmark. I never finished. These have dust because I have not read them yet. I really want to read them, but I just haven't gone around to them. I'm not really in the mood for them. I feel like they're darker, even though not really, but they're fantasy or werewolves or vampires, so I'm not really into that right now. I'm sure I will be in the fall. Down here I have my self-help books. I have some in the back. They didn't fit. You know, like I said in my other video, I like self-help sometimes, but I don't gravitate towards them. But I do have a few of them right there. Then right here I have Starside. I haven't read it yet. I read Direbound, haven't finished Furybound. I've read Quicksilver, haven't finished the second one, Brimstone. I read Bride, I read Butcher and Blackbird, and I read Silver Elite. Down here I have my Lauren Asher. I actually just switched these out today. I had the third one of this series, but I moved it to this section I have that I haven't read yet because I did finish both of these already. I love this one. This one's okay. They're okay. I liked them while I was reading them. Here I go. I just said I wasn't going to talk about the books, but yes, I've read all of these. This is my Colleen Hoover section. I've read all of these except for I haven't read Hopeless, Layla, or this one, Too Late. I haven't read this one, but this is around the time I stopped buying Colleen Hoover. But yes, I read all of them except for these three right here. Then up here I have Magnolia Parks. I have these two books for I guess the special edition ones, but behind them I have the actual books, well, the actual paperbacks. I just have them in the back. I thought it was cute that way. I didn't think I would buy these, but I actually got the first one as a gift, and then I saw the second one. I saw Daisy at Barnes and Nobles, so I just got it. And then I got this little bee in Puerto Rico. A girl makes them and sells them. It was like a little shop like area that we went to. And then right here I have my Twisted series. Read all of these. I read all of these. So I read Archer's Voice, Icebreaker, Love in Other Words, Just for the Summer, and Say You'll Remember Me. Pretty much. I would say I love all of these. My favorite is this one. I do love Archer's Voice. I did like this. Love this. I think I love this. And I like this. Here it's a little darker. I didn't read this one, I think, or maybe I did. I can't remember. I haven't read this one yet. This is the second one to The Way I Used to Be. I read that. I read this when I was in high school. Finished these, of course, finished these. I haven't read this one. We actually got this at Barnes and Noble's. The author was there and he was signing the you know, his book, so we got that, but I haven't read it yet. All right, and then this is supposed to be my TBR section, but the books really don't even fit. I am reading this, but I keep pausing on it because I do want to. I got into, you know, Throne of Glass, so I'm trying to finish them, but I'm not really motivated too much to read it right now. So yeah, I haven't read any of these. I started this one, but didn't get too far. I did start A Love Letter to Whiskey, but I lost my place. I took the bookmark out and I lost my place. So I don't even know. I would have to start over, essentially. And then down here, I got this one. I do want to read it, but not yet. I really want to read this, but I'm just reading other things right now. I'm reading the third book in this series right here. So yeah, I started Alchemized, didn't finish, so I put it back. The Book of Azra, I really want to read. I want to start this. I've had this for a few years. I bought Twilight because I was in like a reading slump, and I thought reading Twilight would bring me out of it because I really enjoyed Twilight when I was younger, but it didn't really work, so it's still there. I have Fearless from the Powerless series that I need to finish, and then I have these down here, which are kind of like, I don't know, these books. I got this one because I was supposed to read this for a book club, never finished. This was part of a different book club that I'm in. Didn't read it, but I bought it because I got it from TJ Maxx and it was really cheap. This one I got after getting this one years ago, but I've never read it. I've actually had this for probably over 3 years, both of these, and I have not read them. I got this one from someone from work and she let me borrow it, but I've never read it. This one I got in one of those free libraries, little free libraries, but I haven't read it. And then I have The Housemaid. I did want to read The Housemaid, but I'm just not really into it. Like, I don't know if I like Freida McFadden, or I just don't know if I like thriller enough. Like, I love Verity from Colleen Hoover, but I don't know if I really like thriller. I like watching thriller, but I don't know if that's my cup of tea. I like romance. I like fantasy, romantasy. Like, I'm not sure if I like, and I do like dark romance, not as much as I did before, but I do. So I don't know if I like thrillers as much. And then I bought this during the fall time because it was aesthetically pleasing, if you will, but read a few pages, never finished. So yeah, that's my book collection so far. I actually ordered the off-campus book series. I keep calling it the wrong thing, but yeah, I'm just waiting for those to come. I do want to get all of these so I can have the whole collection I'm a big fan. I do like them. They're cute. So yeah, that's my book collection.